Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just It While I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did job quests, today we're gonna go do more job quests. Then something's terribly wrong. Ever since she collapsed, Toto hasn't so much as stirred. According to Sir Tokarto, the sickness transforms not only the body, but also the quality of the afflicted individual's ether. As such, attempting to summon Lilac in her current state likely drained her of nearly all her vitality. A bit of rest, however, should have been enough to replenish her reserves, and she should awake by now. The fact that she's not means something else is amiss. Please go and have a word with Sir Tokarto, scholar to scholar. Perhaps if you were to combine your wits, you might learn what is wrong. I shall remain here and look after Toto. Another thing, what do we even get actually? Level 68 or 66? Or both. 66 gives you Change Stratagem, which increases the rate at which target takes critical hits by 10%. Just a straight up debuff on the enemy. I used to think that this skill was really cool until I learned that it can only be used on enemies. I thought the idea would be that you could like give this to a party member and then increase the chance that you would have to do a crit heal. And like that's what my idea was. Like Change Stratagem was like you could use it on the enemy or you could use it on your party, you know? So it would have like a different, like it would be a stratagem, yes, and a change stratagem. That kind of makes more sense. Give me one moment, I'll be right back. Okay. To Surito Harito. This sound gives me PTSD. So Toto still slumbers on. Normally when scholars summon their fairies, they do so by extracting a portion of the ether circulating through their body and willing it to take shape. By releasing that form, they can then dismiss it and the ether will flow back into their bodies. This is what should have happened to Toto when she fell unconscious. Cannot understand why she remains asleep, unless... What if she only managed a partial summoning? There is a possibility that all of Toto's ether fled from her body upon calling to Lilac, causing her to fall unconscious before the fairy could truly manifest. It would mean this unbound phantom is out there somewhere, aimlessly roaming the land and preventing her from regaining consciousness. You and Alka must hurry to find and dispatch of it before it wanders too far. Maybe the only way to wake her. I expected as much. Finally, you've returned. What did Sir Tokarto have to say? A partially summoned familiar? Then, as Sir Tokarto suggests, we must hunt this thing down and destroy it. Do you recall how? Right before Toto fell unconscious at the ruins, a purple sphere of light appeared before us? That must be the phantom fairy to which he refers. Yeah! The problem is, the moment it materialized, it vanished from Andapur Keep. There's no telling where it could have gone. Two of you are looking awfully somber. What's wrong? Does this thing by any chance resemble a floating violet orb? So you've seen it? No, but lately many of the whalers have been claiming they've encountered a spectre in the forest. In fact, the reports have been so numerous in number that I've been given orders to investigate the matter. Interestingly enough, the description they've given me seems to match this phantom fairy of yours. Aye, that'll be it, alright. While I'd like to immediately begin my search of this fairy spectre, there are a few rather pressing matters I must attend to first. Not to worry, Lynn and I will take it from here. We've already traveled you enough as it is. Very well then, my men have spotted the thing along the upper paths and Snakebolt. You may want to begin by searching both those places. Thank you. I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for the young lady. It's not as though I could simply stand by and watch as a helpless girl fights for her life. Oh, you. May not seem it, but somewhere in that man is a good heart. Now then, let's immediately begin surveying the areas Landonel mentioned. You take the upper path and I'll go to Snakebolt. Yes. See. See Lakshmi. You know, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Holy bejesus. I only just noticed this dude over here. Wow. I think it's the first time I've seen that hunt before. With the corner of your eye, you see an eerie glow, glowing presence floating towards you. Release a hideous scream and you find yourself under attack. The purple appa, huh? Through the forest and the trees we carry on. Ah, it's about time you came, my friend. It's beginning to grow concerned to one of the beasts in the forest had gotten the better of you. I myself encountered a fair few woodland creatures during my search, one of which was a purple sphere of light. And as it turned out to simply be a will of the wisp. By the expression on your face, I assume your investigation went no better? No. Where in the seven hell did that thing fly off to? There you are. Just moments ago, one of my men was attacked by your fairy. Oh, what? According to him, it disappeared into the lost city of Amnapor. You won't be able to give chase just yet, however. Entry into the area is heavily restricted due to the darkness which permeates it. We need to receive permission from the Order of the Twin Adder. I shall go and request her right now. In that meantime, I ask that you wait here. No, with all due respect, why is it that you're so intent on helping us? To put it bluntly, the fairy is our responsibility, not yours. I told you before, green of skin or not, I cannot stand to see the young girl suffer. After all, the duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Now, if you two are planning on joining me in this fight against the fairy phantom, I suggest you begin by making preparations. Taking this thing down is going to be no easy task. Alright. All things are coming to a head. Finally. Fine-a-fucking-ly. Okay. Absolutely. Let's see. Level 66 or 68, anything? 68 gives you a hyper light speed, which reduces light speed recast time to 90 seconds. Well, originally it was 120, I'm pretty dang sure, but the game won't tell me. Okay. Two Hingashi. Okay, yeah, I expected as much. However, I do actually have a little bit of a cheat I can do. I can go to the Free Company house in Shirogane. I don't have Shirogane unlocked, technically, but I can go there. Behold our stuff for a moment. Goodbye. Let's, where's this? Down there. I have some good news and some bad news then. The bad news is a 37th reading of my great-grandfather's tomes failed to reveal anything about the bonds that the previous 36 readings had not. The good news, if you can call it that, is that we did discover where Grandmaster Kazan conducted his training when he was a youth. How does this help us? Good question. I'm still not completely certain myself, but it is more than we had the last time you were here, and an ounce of hope is better than none at all. So, what do you say, friend? Are you up for a journey across the Ruby Sea? Aha, I knew you wouldn't turn me down. Still, the road ahead won't be easy. Yangsha is large, and the scars of war run deep along the Gensui chain. It may be that we might have helped. It may be that which might be... It may be that... Fuck! It may be that which might have helped has already been claimed by Flame. What? We'll have to we'll have to place faith in our fortunes and hope they guide us through. I've decided we shall begin our search in the Mai for the reason that, well, there's no reason, but you have to start somewhere, right? I shall meet you there. Safe journeys, then. I hate this man. Like, I like him as a character, but man, reading his text is horrible. Slightly confusing. Either that or my brain is just really giving up. Slowly but surely. The air is heavy with mist, and these shacks probably let in more rain than they keep out. Something like a tome wouldn't survive a single moon here, let alone the decades since my great-grandfather's training. Still, a few words with the village elders provided an interesting bit of information. Though it required some coaxing, several were able to recall the memories of robed seers who resided in a nearby temple. A temple that was in use right up until the Guardian invasion and the subsequent banning of all religion. The building, called the Swallow's Compass, while since abandoned, still remains in good repair. But listen to this. The locals avoided for fear of disturbing the spirits, which they believed the geomancers communed. With which, there we go. You know what this means? There could be there could still be something left inside. That's not even that difficult to read. Come. How forward of you. Listen to this peace and quiet. Knowing that the region is now actually peaceful. After having dealt with the oppression of the Guardians. You'll have to see it. Or hear it, in this case. The Swallow's Compass, built during the rule of the first Omen King. I took a liberty to explore the grounds before you arrived and discovered this door. I know, it pales in comparison to that impressive gate behind us, compelling any normal thief or bandit to miss it outright. But then why erect a geomantic field to protect it? I sense a flow of powerful energies here. Whatever lies behind this door, the geomancers wanted to keep it safe. In fact, there may even be traps, which is why only I should attempt a crossing of the threshold. I mean, who knows what terrible guardians have been summoned to protect the temple. Yeah. Hello. Guardian of the Red Gates. We're gonna do this. Tornado, huh? Okay. I'm always a little bit scared when Tornado is being cast, because in the older games, Tornado brought you to 1 HP. And I think some attacks still do. Well, I guess now we know what terrible guardians were summoned to protect the temple. You'll also be happy to hear I was able to temporarily notify the bearer, granting access into the chamber beyond. As there may be more traps, I ask that you wait outside. That you wait out here to deal with them for me. Just kidding. I've already checked. There are no more traps. Probably. Fortune is with us then. These scrolls were intact. The barrier having protected them from both the elements and the thieves. It took some searching, but I believe I was able to locate several that touch upon the laying of geomantic bonds. At least I think I was able to. The script on these scrolls has all been faded, not to mention written in a hand far beyond my comprehension. Luckily, Master Murakumo is almost as ancient as the tomes, and should have little difficulty prizing out their secrets. A decanter or 6 of hot sake, and he'll warm to the task. Haha! I'll see you back at the Shiokaze hostelry then. I'll even save you a cup. This man is peculiar. Can I get closer to the hostelry, please? Less walking, please. Thank you. Are they upstairs, really? Really? You're gonna make me walk even farther, you dang frickin'... Kyokuho, the Westerners join us. Might I suggest you do the same? My apologies then. You may want to sit down for this, or not. It doesn't matter. Nothing really matters, does it? The scrolls, they contain knowledge of the complete ritual. In fact, it was in the very first one. Just our luck, right? Wind, water, earth. Creation of the bonds called for the energies of all three. Well, this much even a first-year novice of geomancy could tell you. No, what gave us pause was the mention of a fourth energy. An energy to render the seal permanent. Kyokuho. Life. Don't you see, Lin? They spilled living blood to complete the ritual. They damned their soul to an eternity without peace so that their magics would not fade. We now understand why Grandmaster Kazan left no notes on the rites. He did not wish this knowledge to fall in the wrong hands. And because he never performed the rites himself, the bonds anchoring the barrier around Kagane were never completed. That is why they required constant attention. No blood was spilled to make them everlasting. My great-grandfather would not sacrifice even a single life to achieve his end, and neither will I. It's enough, Kyokuho. It'll be time to think on this tomorrow. Return to Kagane Dori, and see if you can find some solace in sleep. Oh, Lin. Can't deal with breaking your legs. You've had worse. Can I get this freaking... You're gonna get this. I noticed this a couple of times and I'm like, yeah. I failed, just as did my great-grandfather and my grandfather after him. We all knew the one means of creating a flawless barrier, and none of us could bring ourselves to do it. And lo, the bonds we fortified with several nights past, already have they begun to loosen fray. They were weak for overlong, allowing Kinko to regain her strength, to mend her wounds, to feed her anger. Now there is naught we can do but watch as she gathers her minions for a final assault on the land she once ruled. Kagane does not stand a chance. Now would be a good time for us to stumble across that hope Lady Leviva's reading promised would be at the end of this road to destruction. That is for the future. Now we go monkey mode. Level 68. Gives me a Riddle of Fire, which increases your damage dealt by 15% for 20 seconds. Anything else? No. No traits in the entire 60 category. That's kind of funny. Okay. Well, at least we know now. So we just get our damage buff, which is a good damage buff, mind you. It's just, you know, just damage buff. Get in my inventory. Go on and get! Alright, I can't fly in this area. Can I please? It's you again, sister. My new pupils. They have lost faith in me, and so I have lost them. Perhaps it is just as well, for I am unfit to teach. I am the Mad King's kin. It would be an affront. Forgive me, I should not burden you, but to you, I feel like I speak my heart. Reveal things I would not to others, and even my closest disciples. Speaking of whom. Zenta and Ochaka, their bodies may have healed, but their pride will yet be raw. They would be heartened for your visit. Ah, Lin, how good of you to come and see us. Both Zenta and I are well now, never you fear. 'Tis Master Guild that worries us. He will not soon recover from the emotional blow. Given all that's happened, you can only blame him. We're supposed to support Master, but in the end we were just dead weight. Lessons have been suspended since the incident, not that it matters though. The villagers have ceased attending. There's a big setback to our mission, but the biggest setback of all is Master's melancholy. Professor Eric would know what to do, I'd wager. Let's go and consult him, but I don't want to leave Master by himself. Nor do I. Lynn, might it trouble you to find the professor and bring him back? What if he took his investigation of the man named Theobald to the resistance at Ralgus Reach? Well, this is not in some godforsaken hole in the middle of nowhere. Takes half an hour to walk over it. Wow. I'm a bird. I'm a motherfucking bird. Commentary, am I right? This is content creation. Just pure... You do not know the passion that goes into making this. Now then, we come at a good time. I've just finished inquiring after our friend, His Inspiring Majesty Theobald. No doubt eager to hear my findings. Ahem. By all accounts, was but recently that the man surfaced. None can quite say whence he came, but no sooner did he appear than he declared himself Theodoric's heir, and proceeded to recruit people to his cause. But the prevailing sentiment around the fellow is one of uncertainty. It should come as no surprise, but folks are not exactly keen on the Griffin's return. And as we forget, few have fond memories of the King of Ruin's reign, nor do they have any reason to love his heir. That is all. Now then, what brings you here? Still soaking into his sickles, you say? Utterly hopeless. Very well, I shall go and slap some sense into the fool. Come in. Weird guilt, thrashing though it was, how long will you let a single defeat keep you down? As I hear it, you've been neglecting your training. Haven't so much as lifted a finger. You've let all that muscle go to fat. Defeat is painful. This is true. But I am no stranger to its sting. In time the sensation fades, but this... It's no mere sensation. It's my very existence. The man who destroyed the Fist of Rhalgr. His blood courses through my veins. That I should seek to revive the Order, it is an affront to the dead. I have not a right. So that is the way of it. I will tell you his story. I once had a son. In many ways he took after me. It was my hope that he would one day follow in my footsteps. But the boy had grander dreams. Wanted to change the world. He took off and joined the resistance. And then he died. His unit was hopelessly surrounded by Imperial forces. In order to save his comrades, he swept up a sack of explosives, then... But the details are irrelevant. For long years, I have lived with regret. If only my son had to walk the path of science, I lamented. He might still be here. But eventually I came to a realization. It was his choice to make, and make it he did. He chose to be a soldier and died a hero. In acknowledging this, I was able to attain a semblance of peace. We are defined not by our blood, Reader Guild, but by our choices. So your uncle is the Mad King. What of it? You're not him. You are you. By whatever name, and there is no limit to what path you may walk. That path may be fraught with hardships, but you mustn't give up. Behold the soldiers of the Resistance. Even now they fight tirelessly against the might of the Empire, ever ready to render up their lives for their cause. These men and women bear a great burden, one beneath which they could buckle at any moment. Yet they stand firm to the very last. I used to wonder, why do they not give up? My son taught me the answer. They believe that the moment you give up on something is the moment you lose it. When first we met, you were hell-bent on retribution. Mule-headed though you were, you came to see the folly of your own path. But there comes a time when a man must fight. For you, that time is now. So find your inner mule, Reader Guild, and fight. Fight for that which you believe in. You are right, Professor. I see now what is truly important. Theobald desires absolute rule. If he has his way, the people will suffer. This cannot be borne. It flies in the face of the new fist. I will restore hope to the people. But to do this, I must transcend him. I will become stronger, and I will protect that which I hold dear. Full glad am I to hear it. Suffice it to say, I shall aid in whatever way I can. Something else has been bothering me, Professor, about Theobald. His polearm techniques are distinct. I have seen them before, but when? Where? It was a long time ago when the Temple of the Fist still stood. No, it couldn't possibly be. Adri? Who is this Adri? A brother of the Temple of the Fist, and the closest thing I had to family. I thought him dead, slain when the temple was raised. But now you believe that he may still be alive, and is the one who seeks to prevent your reviving of the Fist of Raga? Let us confront him and uncover the truth. I looked upon Adri as a true brother. I do not wish for us to fight. But neither can I yield in my purpose. I seek to restore hope to the people. Adri seeks to deprive them of it, if he will stand opposed. And I stand ready to strike him down. But remember, Adri is not alone. He has rallied the Coast Brigade to his cause, and against them the Fist of Raga is ineffectual. How do you intend to overcome this disadvantage? If our fighting style will not serve, we will master another. One that is free and unshackled by form. Then I would ask a favor of you. All you learn as a pugilist, you would learn also. Will you teach us? Reckon you can keep up? Give us your worst, sister. We will take it all in our stride. If you are ready, I would begin at once. Let us train at Gir Kehil, as the monks of old once did. I shall summon the girls. Praebit is there. Well, it would seem that the storm has blown over. With that, I shall return to Ul'dah to tend to a task of mine own. I trust you will see to the rest here. I'm still gonna have to go somewhere, aren't I? Where in the heckums? It's in the fringes, yes! You love to see this. Trust me, you're gonna love... Like, it's kind of interesting because I've been saying it wrong the entire time. I've been always saying, like, trust me, you're gonna love this. But it's actually the other way around. He says, you're gonna love this. Trust me. That's what he says. So, when I was editing, I was like, no fucking way, I've been saying that wrong the entire time. But I do like the initial one, though. Trust me, you're gonna love this. I like that a little bit more than, you're gonna love this, trust me. Oh well. Moving on. Boot. Gelid boot. Theobald leads the Coast Brigade, soldiers trained to suppress the Fist of Raga. Against them, our style is ineffective. If we are to triumph, we must broaden our horizons, and Lyn will help us. Alright, let's do this. I shall give it my all. You well know how we fight, our strengths and our weaknesses. Tell us what we must improve, from the eyes of a pugilist. Pugilism. What was that about particularly? I do feel like pugilism was more about speed than anything else. I see. Above all, a pugilist is swift. For each blow he receives, he delivers a dozen. Centaur Chaka. Our combinations must be seamless. 10,000 boot shines. 10,000 boot shines. So this is how you train. It is eye-opening. But it is not enough. We must learn more, or we cannot defeat the enemy. Please, then, teach us more. What do I need to improve? I mean, everything, really. Endurance seems like a pretty big thing today. Oh, see, besides the pugilist, we want for endurance. A number of blows must stop us. Centaur Chaka, our endurance must be unyielding. Steel Peak, 10,000 times. Yeah. Whoa, such brutal training. A small wonder you are strong. But we are not finished yet. Again, Lin. Time for the strength. The power. I see. Beside the pugilist we want for power. Every blow must be telling. Zentai Chaka, her strikes must be harder than stone. Arm of the destroyer for 10 hours. Christ. You good, dude? So this is how you trade. It is eye-opening. Pray forgive me my interruptions. My name is Herald, I guess? And I am come to at Professor Eric's behest. The professor has something happened. Nothing untoward, I assure you. He has made a momentous discovery pertaining to the man called Theobald. Truly, we must go to him at once. I beg your pardons, but the professor bade me bring Mistress Lin alone. He believes that you and the lady should focus upon your training first and foremost. I suppose he is right. Very well. Go on, sister. You have taught us all we need to know. All that remains is to practice. Make it second nature. This is a big-ass quest. My thanks for your understanding, and without further ado, please follow me. I'll just teleport to Castilians. An instance, really? Interesting. Not far now. The professor awaits beyond. This guy is a fake now. Didn't even think about that. This is probably Theobald's son, trying to lure me into a trap. Which, you know, isn't really going to work against me, because, you know, I'm a warrior fight. Oh ho 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 ho! Wow, how scary. Ooh. I'm shitting my pants. Oh ho ho ho, I can't believe you fell for it. Ah, but to be fair, I spoke no lies. The professor did call for you. Help me, Lin, he said. Oh ho ho ho. I'll do that. Lin just like... yeah. These dudes are dead. They are quite dead. Alright, buddies. What'll they be, huh? How, pray tell, would you go about pummeling me? Alright. We're gonna get that guy with the big move. I'll put you in your place. Let's go and do the reverse. We're gonna do this. I guess. Who the heck is healing me? I know it's this dude over here that's healing somebody else. That's it. I gotta heal it with him, huh? Stubborn bastard. We'll just have to try something different. Surrender now, or he's a dead man. Can't finish a fight you started? Cravens, the whole lot of you. Call me what you will, but no one stands between the king and his throne. We were slow to return, so we followed. It was right that we did. Thank Ralgrim we were not too late. You! How the hells did you get past the sentries? We trampled right over them. How else? Damn it! Your ilk was supposed to be easy pickings. The day is yours, but it isn't over. Mark my words. My thanks in. I was on my way back from Moldar when they set up on me. And on too gently, the bloody brutes. I'm sorry, Professor. It is my fault. You were put in danger because of me. Haven't you learned anything, you dolt? I'm part of this cause of my own volition. For better or worse, I alone bear responsibility for my actions. At any rate, I have done what I needed to do, and you may resume training safe in that knowledge. Beg your pardons, but may I suggest we leave this place? The enemy may still be lurking nearby. The wisest thing said all day. Come, let's return to Alagana. Alagana! What the crap doing? You're yumping. I thank you again, then, for your teachings. Owing to them, we could save the professor. We sustained some injuries, but for a blessing they are minor. The village healer tends to him. When he is recovered, I mean to challenge Theobald. For that day, I will train hard. And I will put an end to his tyrannical ambitions. Witness me, sister. Wow. Let me go and get my tickets, because I'm going to move to Kugane. Let's see. Level 66 gives me Dragon Sight, which grants right eye to self, increasing damage dealt by 10% and nullifying all action direction requirements. Also grants target party member left eye, increasing damage dealt by 5%. So you choose a party member to increase their damage, and you also get a 10% damage increase, and it also works like a True North. How long is this? 20 seconds of True North, basically, which is pretty wild. The other thing we get is Barrage Dive. Delivers an attack when a potency of 200s. Let's take a look at the thing over here, I think, right? Does it not tell me over here? Huh. That's a bit weird. I thought it would tell me about, like, anything of this. Can only be executed when dive ready. And dive ready is what you get after jumping. So, then you can do a jump attack, and then you will have dive ready, and then you can use Barrage Dive. Which will also have other effects and benefits, but those are going to be important at the correct level. Which is not this level. Right. Bring me to Kugane. So I can do the job quests that I am enjoying the least. Yes, I'll be honest about it, right? Hello there, Lynn. I must say, I could get used to life in the Far East. Unlike those in Ishgard, Hinkins harbor no ill feelings towards us Savanians. You should really hear some of the things Karaquest says. He keeps remarking that he wants me to stay for eternity when he introduces me to new people. Seems he believes quite strongly that dragons bring good luck. But what is that expression I see on your face? Could it be jealousy? Oh, Lynn, do not worry yourself. You shall be just as popular here one day. More importantly, one of the new friends I've made through Karaku mentioned that he knew something that might prove relevant to our search. I was just about to go and meet him. Why don't you accompany me? I feel nothing for this dragon. I feel only negativity. So it's this dragon child. Give me a moment, I shall call him now. It is I, Orn Kai. Oh no. Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours for the wait. Yes, yes. What? Then, do not worry. No more betrayals. Sworn on all the kami in creation I have. Yes, yes. Then, have you already met Gyora's acquaintance? Come to hear about dragon legends. Yes, yes. There is a place that comes to mind. The Azim Steppe. You can get there by following the one river, home to all Namazu. Go way upstream. You will reach the steppe. Yes, yes. It is here that a monstrous dragon as dark as the night sky is set to slumber. The dark as the night sky, you say? No more information do I have. Go to the marketplace on the Azim Steppe known as Reunion. You may find the answers you seek there. This could be the one, then. The Horde was home to many a dark-skilled dragon after all. Let us hurry to Reunion. Reunion. Cloud. Oh, ffXIV is so good. Still cannot get over that game. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous how much I enjoyed that compared to ffXIV even, in all honesty. Some people might shoot me down for this, but I really enjoyed 7 a lot more than 6. Well, as these energetic children have come to me, it feels only natural that I try questioning them first. Perhaps your time would be best spent asking some of the more mature aura, if they know anything about the dragon Gyora mentioned. It seems you would be better served asking elsewhere. I mean, yeah. Black Dragon in these parts. Sure, I know of it. The storytellers say the fiend awakens once every few decades and goes on a wild rampage. When it's had its fill of destruction, it returns to his lair in the northwestern mountains and slumbers. If any tribe were able to slay such a beast, it would bring them great honor. We Ornir have had our eyes on it for some time. Because of course you do. You're looking for the dragon, are you? I did hear there's been a sighting recently. First one in 100 years, apparently. Not that I believe any of that nonsense. It would not surprise me if the whole story was dreamt up by some fool Ornir in his cups. Then hell, these children are not playing nice. I do not suppose you fared any better. And it's said to live in the northwest. If the dragon has truly been sighted recently, our timing is perfect. I'm glad we did not come this far, only to find it in the midst of a deep slumber. Let us head for the mountains to the northwest. Now, children. Do you not think it is time you were making your way back to Mummy and Daddy? We grown-ups have a business to attend to. Disappointed children. Of course, all the way over there. God damn it! Why can't I make close to stuff? Mucho profanity. Oh well. The Bridge of the Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors? That's a good game. At least the original one. Well, the definitive one for the Switch. I don't like the new one because it runs like shit. Well, the old one runs actually pretty decently. Actually, it runs perfectly. I don't remember ever needing to... I never really felt the need to complain about that, so I presume that it was fine. I know my way around lag. Seems as good as good an area as any to commence our search. Ready to get started then? Apparently. Apparently, since this is an instance, speaking of which, I'm just immediately going to go into the instance or cutscene. Well then, let us see if we cannot... Wait, what is that smell? Are you about to learn that the locals refer to this warrior as a black dragon? Are you also on a hunt for this dragon? Hunt? Perish the thought, we have come to speak with it. No, I've heard everything. Speak, you say. You may be calm and willing to talk, but I assure you that black-scaled monster is not in the mood. It thrashed 8 of our finest warriors. We are disgraced. I must inform our Han of the battle's outcome. Well, he certainly was not interested in staying here any longer. Come along, then. I think we may have finally found Farnham this time. Is the dragon just gonna follow me, or is he going to lead the way? Nope. He is just going to follow me. Oh, hello. You look a lot like Tiamat. It is her, I'm sure of it. Oh, why? To battle. Ready? It's always moving around. Get shot upon, dragon. Look at me. I am the dragon now. Ah, Phantom, I beg of you, listen to me. She's mad with fury. My voice does not reach her. This clash will only end if one of you perishes. Let's retreat for now and rethink our approach. Run, bitch! Run! It's a cool looking dragon now. I like how spiky it is. We have come so far and overcome so many obstacles. Yet when we finally meet Farnham, we cannot even speak with her. My apologies, Lynn, but pray return to reunion with me. Or without me. I need some time to take all this in. Perhaps a spot of hunting would help clear my mind. Yes, I am somewhat calmer now, Lynn. Thank you for asking. The key to all of this is discovering the source of Farnham's rage. Once we know this, we can decide our next move. Pray, give me some time. I will not allow our journey to end in failure. Right, and we will deal with that later. But for now, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode, we're going to go and deal with yours. You guessed it, even more job quest. Goodbye.